Someone on Self Bow Nation called me a clown. I forget who the asshole was. But this is my newest hickory flat bow. I make a little different design on the handle. It don't really matter what you do right in here because it doesn't really bend any differently here than it does out here, whether this is a transition like this, or unless it's shaped however you want to do it. You don't have to make all the bows look like everybody else's bow. It's going to bend out here no matter what this part looks like because the thickness is a lot stronger this way than it is this way. This bow's a little oblong. The way it was shaped, the stick wasn't really. The stave was, wasn't shaped ideally. I tailored it the best I could. I drawed it to 70 pounds at 26 inches. I want to see how far it'll shoot. This is my newest bow. And anybody that, everybody had a criticism about anything I do or whoever, about other bow makers and stuff. You know what? Put up or shut up. Let's see how far your bow will shoot and how many pounds it is. You'll say it'll shoot 160 yards at 45 pounds, but let's see it, you know? It's an honor system, though. You gotta, we gotta trust each other that we're measuring right and stuff, but don't be an asshole. Just, put up or shut up. Still got a paracord string on it. I don't until I know a bow's a good bow, I won't put a real string on it. Because if it's gonna fail, why waste the extra time, So we'll see what it'll shoot. I'm guessing 160 around there. That's a good bow, honestly. I only draw it about 26 inches because that arrow was marked at 24 inches and I pulled about 2 inches past, which is my comfortable draw length is 26 inches. I was always just trained by my dad to shoot to an anchor point right here, and that's how I shot it, and it went pretty far. This is a Walmart arrow. A lot of times, this is my furthest shooting arrow. Sometimes it's the least shooting arrow. I don't understand. Maybe it's my release. I don't know. These this is a Predator X bow sole arrow I got from Amazon. I don't make my own arrows. I'm worried about making a wooden or buying a dowel. I'll try to make some out of sticks and stuff, but I'm worried about these higher weight bows splintering and jabbing into my fucking hand, and I don't want that. So I just buy the good carbon arrows, and the arrow of the day seems to, I don't think there's any shame in that. If I get a bow that bends more on one end than the other, I grab further away from the more extreme bending limb so that it puts more stress on the less bending limb, and it seems to make the bow shoot further. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but that's what I've come to discover works for me. This is a pretty good bow. I think this shoots further than my 135-pound bow. This one is 75 at 26 inches. It shoots further. My 135-pound bow ain't for see how far I can get it to shoot. It's more for just to get the strength in the back shoulder to pull it up. This is definitely a pretty good bow. My 175 mark is right there on that little line of weeds right there. This went a 170. 175 right there, 170 here. The rest of them, there's a 152 and a 150, or 148 and a 145. Worst arrow, for some reason, one shot 110 yards. Wild, you know, a lot of, when I get a bow shot in, they shoot similar distance each arrow. But this is a brand new bow, and I'm just, you know, starting to shoot it in. And but the 170 yards for the best shot on the first shooting, I think, is a pretty good bow. Dickheads.